you ask? Coolio, are you ready?
Big rich music.
I'm ready.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Ways to Better Living. As always, this is your host Coolio, bringing you another topic of discussion. And this topic is this week I will do the usual, like what I've been starting to do. I find it's much more beneficial that you ask the question and you'll be able to think about it, and then I discuss it afterward to see where your thoughts are at within this topic. So this one will be, how does one make change? How does one make change? This is it is a personal and general question as to making change in your own life or making change to adjust with other people. So it's a big question. That's why I will not make it as to directly as to just one person change or one thing, changing one thing, but how do you make change in general? So which beneficial for everyone as well as individual. So think about it, and then I'll come back after and we'll discuss even further and to see how much understanding you have to this question. So see you guys in a bit.
What do you know about giving? The world says you need to give, but how do you do it? That you want that Let me give you some real talk this time. In the world, what you see, everyone keep on talking about the things that everyone should be doing, but when they look in the mirror, when they say they gotta put on the best suit they have, what do you put on? Let me see how you show, how you present yourself. That is the way the world keep on talking, for you to present yourself in the manner that you are. Deep inside is your suit. What do? You cover the outward to make yourself look in the manner that everyone will keep on looking and staring and thinking that you are all that. But what do you got inside? You covering that up, not even know within yourself that you're doing the very thing that you keep on doing in the world. You keep on lying to yourself, or you think you're making the difference that you say you keep on making in the world. What is the difference you make? You only go after one thing in life, and what's that? As you already know, to make your name for yourself, and that's all you care to do in this world. But yet still you don't ever sit down and understand the very things that you are yourself.
Okay, welcome back to
Things you
Is
do.
that enough time for you to think? You might not think enough of it. You might have finished thinking.
Are
I don't have much time.
the
I'm
mirror
coming back now so we could be able to have the discussion. So the question again is, how does one make change?
Now I let you know.
So,
Check yourself before you
if you understand the way I speak when I use the one,
gotta do.
it's usually in a general term as to general you as in personal, but also you as in collective, meaning more than one. So that's why I ask it. I did not change it to you in the way I put it. So with that says, how does one make change? So if you've been thinking about it, the very first thing you have to understand with the question is, before you think of how you can make change, you have to think what change. So meaning is, what am I looking to change, or what are we looking to change to be able to fit what the question, how does one make change? Because something has to change before you could be able to make the change. So what needs to be changed for you to be able to apply the change? So if you think that way, then you understand exactly, because when you look in the world, everyone says they need change. But what change do they need? And when you ask someone, the change that they brought up is not the one that they truly need. But because they do not have time to sit down and think about the change, they tend to go after the wrong things to change in their life or as a group, and they miss the entire purpose of change itself. When you hear the word change, why do you hear change? The word change itself meaning you improve. Change doesn't mean you have to deteriorate, because deteriorating is not a change. Because in the sense of when you take a shower, you change to a fresh, clean clothes. That change to show that you just came out of the shower. You change as to improvement. That so change is not a decrease, change is improved. It take you to another level. So when you think about that, then the next thing is you understand now, what do you as a person look to change? What you as a group look to change? What do you as a government look to change? What do any group, the sector, what you need to change? Businesses, what you need to change? And the change is to do what? Improve. So when you have the right frame of thinking about change, then you already make the change. So, in making the change, you have to understand the change itself. It's not just, we're going to make changes, and then you make the change, but then nothing is improved. So I don't call that change, because you do not get out the shower and put on the same sweaty clothes that you were just wearing. Why? Because you get in the shower so you could get out of the sweaty clothes and put on fresh, clean ones. That is why you jump in the shower. If you were going to put on the same clothes, you do not get in the shower. Just leave it on. So think about that comparison right there, and then you understand exactly the question: how does one make change? So that is how you make change, by thinking of the change itself, what it means. Because when you understand what change means, then you already made the change, because that is what lead you to make the change. So the next time you're thinking about what change needs to be made, you think of what change is. Change is not for you to move backwards, it's for you to move forward. So when someone says, they ask you for change, any way you want to put it, if you look in the dictionary, if someone says, oh, can you spare change? When you give that person the change, do they get more or do they get less? It's more indeed. So if they get more, meaning they improve. So it's not about the change. So think about that, and that is the reason why I'm stressing on it. So when you hear it, like, because I know what you've been thinking about, you didn't see this coming, because no one will put change to you in this manner as to applying change. They want to tell you, oh, this is what you got to do to make change, this is what you got to do to make change. No, that's the wrong way of looking at change. Applying change, meaning you understand what change is first. If you do not understand what you're about to do, how would you do it right? How would you do it to actually make the change? So, with that said, let that sink in, and always when you think about that change, let this be your way of viewing change, so it will benefit you in whatever you look to change it, in your personal life or in your workplace, anywhere. You see exactly what change is, and that will help you to see what you're looking to change, if it will move you forward or backwards. And once you see that, then you know which way to go from there. So with that says, it's your host as always, Coolio, saying God bless and have a wonderful time.
Do what's good. That is what I want. As everyone keep on crying to each other that there's no love at all. Everyone looking for someone to show the things that makes life better. And I say the only thing that will make it better is to have compassion, understanding, and the love that comes with great care, so that you will show respect for everyone, as that's what I want. So next time you think of asking me, what do I want? Remember that what I want is for you to love each other in the manner of love and care for each other, as to show compassion